Hello everyone, welcome back to lecture 13 of our Python complete course. In the previous lecture, we learned file handling in Python. Today we will learn exception handling, which help us prevent our programs from crashing when an error occurs. Instead of stopping adaptedly, and Python can handle gracefully and continue running. That's the definition of exception handling. So let's begin. First, what is exception? What is an exception? The question mark, then an exception is an error that occurs while a program is running. That's the definition. Means an exception is an error that occurs while a program is running. This is not a while loop. This is while. In English or grammar, that we learn while. That's while, not while loop. So let's see example on exception. First we see example use example without exception handling. So let's see a example, simple example using exception handling. Sorry, without using exception handling. So let A is equal to and B is equal to 0. Then int C by B. Here you see zero division error is shown. Means without exception handling, this error is happening. Now this is a simple example. Here you see the program will stop automatically because of the error, because of the division by zero, and it shows zero division error. Means it stopped working immediately. Now let's see. Here we have to try and accept. So try block contains code that may cause an error. Means try block contains code that may cause an error, and accept block handles the error. Means try block contains code that may cause, means try contains error code, but accept handles the error. So let's see an example on it. Let's see try. Then we do num. Let's see this one. Num input. Then we do num input for number. Then we give this equals to input. Then we give here enter second number. Then we click result, then we have done, then run, then we give stop, then we give print. Here I give accept because I have to handle the error. Something went wrong. Now okay, let's give here first number 10 and second number is 0. Then here you see now it shows something went wrong. But in here we see if I give here a equal to 10 and b equal to 10 and then print a divided by b, then it shows 0 division error division by 0. But if I give here try and accept blocks both, then error is not shown. It gives something went wrong that I give here that is printed here. So this is the use of try and accept block. Now let's see another example. Let's try that u equal to 0, p equal to 0, and accept print was right accept 0 division error. Now let's check here. Cannot divide with 0. Now let's open the code. Here you see the output is cannot divide by 0. Here I give try block. In try block I give a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 0 and print a divided by b. Then I give here accept block and then I give here name 0 division. Then I print cannot divide by 0. So the output is cannot divide is by 0 because I give here a equal to 10 and b equal to 0. So by using this try and accept block, we can handle the error. Now let's see else block. It executes only if no exception occurs. Else block means it executes only if no exceptions. No exception does. Means else block executes the code only if no exception occurs. So let's see an example of it. While I'll give here a variable that is the and input, then I'll give enter and then number. Equals to input enter number. Not equal. let's see here is equals to A divided by B. Now let's give here extract zero division error. Now let's think division by zero is not allowed. Else, point is result equals to then we give here result value. Now let's print it out it. Let's enter 10. Then I give a 0 and then you see division by 0 is not allowed because I give here except block. In except block, I give command division by 0 is not allowed. If I give here 20 and I give here 2, then it will give the output that is 10. And here you see dot 0 is given. It is the output is given in float, not in integer. It gives the output in float. Automatically, try block gives output in float value. So that's why here 10.0 is output. Now let's see another example. Let's here 20. Then we give it 5. Then here you see in the output is in float value. Here you see I give here first try block, then give command A equals to int input, then enter number and give again I give variable and B. I take command from the user by giving this input. Then I have to give another variable name that is result, and result is equals to A divided by B. Then I give here zero division error. In except block, I give here zero division error. And then I print it division by zero is not allowed. If the user gives zero command, then the division by zero is not allowed will be printed. Or else, if the user cannot give zero command, then else print result equals to result means here the result that is A divided by B will be the output. That's us all about this try and accept block. Now let's see. This is the example of else block in try and accept block. Now let's see finally block. Finally block. Finally block. It always executes whether an exception occurs or not. Means finally block always execute whether an exception occurs or not. Means if in try and accept block, if errors occur, then also the code will be executed. Or if an error is not happen, then also it will be executed. That's definition about this finally block. Now let's see example on finally block using try and accept block. Now let's write it try the file equals to open then notes dot txt. I write here file name that is notes.txt. Then you remember the command about R, R for read, then print file dot read, then the semicolon, then accept, then file not found error, file not found. Now let's route here our only command program finished. Now this is the code I give block, in try block I give command file equals to open notes.txt. Then I give here R command for read print file dot read. Then I give here accept file not found error. If file not found error is printed, then file not found is printed. And in finally command, I give program finish. Now let's run the code. Here you see Python is easy. Here you see this is written in the notes.txt. So that's why here what in txt file is written, here it shows, and in last program finished is showing. So means here not here accept is not valid, or here accept is not considered because the code runs successfully. It found notes.txt file, so that's why program finished is printed. This is the example of try finish, try finally block. Now let's see raise keyword. Raise keyword. This keyword is used to generate an exception manually. Means raise keyword is used to generate an exception manually. Now let's see example on it. Let's give a variable name. Let's give is, then give int, then we take out input from user, then enter is, Then I give slope f is smaller than 18, then the value. Here you see we use raise instead of print command. Value error, then must be 80 or above. I give here last print command, print you are eligible. Now I have to write here if I give here is equals to 20, then it will print you are eligible. If I give here command that is 30, then here you see the error is occurs and error that error name is value error and with that command I give here it must be 18 or above. Then here that is printed is must be 18 or above means the quiz worked successfully and that's the use of this command. Here you see this command give error like Python is giving errors by itself. So this is the raise command error. This is the example of raise keyword. Now in the last let's see a mini project on ATM simulation. Now let's see balance equals to 10,000. Now here it's equal to 10,000. Then I give here try block. Then try block I give command amount equals to 20. Once increase the input is as per withdrawal amount. Then I give here if amount non equals to 0. Then I give raise instead of print value of then amount must be greater than 0. Again, I think if amount is greater than balance, then say value of in coefficient balance. Give to amount accept value of as E, then print model E, then in the last I give here else one, else block, else balance minus equals to amount, then print zero successful. Then in the last games one, then and game remove balance. Then finally, and you using our ATM. Thus, ATM solution helps you from here I started it and the last ended it. This is the example on ATM stimulation. So ATM simulation. Now, what you see after withdrawal amount of just 5,000 because your balance is 10,000. So let's keep here 5,000. The remaining balance is of 5,000 ADC. Next command is withdraw successful and in the next remaining balance 5,000. Then thank you for using our ATM. This this code works successfully. Now let's run it again. Here you see the balance is 10,000, but I give here 40,000. Then here you see error insufficient balance and before using our ATM. Means I give here insufficient error, insufficient balance, so that's printed automatically. So the code works successfully. From here I give here balance, that balance equal to 10,000. Then I use here try block. In try block, I give a variable name that is amount. Then I use if loop. Then I use raise, and then again I use if loop, and then I again use raise. Then I give except block, and in the last I give else block, and in the last I give finally block. So that's the example of try, except, else, and finally block. All are all are in one code. And this is the example of ATM simulation. So that's all today. So from here we started what is an exception. An exception is an error that occurs while a program is running. Then I give a simple example without using exception handling. Then I use here try and except block. Try block contains code that cause error, but except block handles the error. Then I explain the try and accept block example. Then I again give an example using try and accept block, and then I explain else block. Else block executes only if no exception occurs. Then in the last, I give example in try, accept, and else block, and then in the last, learned or studied. Finally, block always executes whether an exception occurs or not. Then I studied or explain about raise keyword. Raise keyword used to generate an exception manually, and then I give example on raise keyword. On in the last, I give example on ATM simulation using try, accept, else, and finally block. Here is the example. I hope you understand all these concepts and go through all these concepts again to understand. So thank you for today. We'll learn next topic in the next.